My name is Elena Baker, and my final case study is Goss v. Lopez, 1975. So, this took place in Ohio. 9 high school students were suspended from school for up to 10 days for misconduct, and they were not provided a hearing before or after the suspensions were ordered. At the time, it was not a law for school districts in Ohio to hold a hearing when suspending a student. Well, these students who were affected by this decided that this was unconstitutional and it went against their right to have an education. And at this point, they were being deprived of that right. So they wanted the Ohio statute to be declared unconstitutional, and they wanted these suspensions to be wiped off of their records. So, some more specifics about this case was that the event occurred on October 16th, 1974. These 9 students were suspended by school officials for misconduct, and they were suspended for up to 10 days, and they were not provided a hearing. Like I mentioned before, this was not mandatory. This was not a law in Ohio. And so the students took the Columbus Board of Education and various school administrators to court because it was depriving these children of their constitutional right to have an education. And the case was first taken to the federal court, and then it was appealed later on to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court had the ruling decision. So basically, the judge needed to decide whether or not it should become a law that schools have to have a hearing before suspending a student. The judge ended up deciding that in favor of the students, that this did go against their constitutional right to have an education, and that it should be a law in Ohio that schools must have a hearing before suspending a student unless the student is a physical threat to other people, the property of the school, or just is disrupting the school in general. So, like I've said many times throughout this, is that the reason the judge decided in favor of the students is because overall it was unconstitutional and it went against their right to attend school. Personally, I 100% agree with this judge. I think that those students should be able to explain their side of the story, and I think that a hearing should be mandatory in every school district before suspending someone. Overall, every student has the right to an education, and they should not be deprived of this unless they are given a hearing and the opportunity to explain their side. I agree with the judge and the overall ruling of the case, and I'm happy the way it turned out.